Hey there. Operatic comedies lend themselves much more to imaginative sets and costumes than the great tragedies, or at least so it seems. When laughter is the mission, we can often let go of our more standard approach to theater design and accept something that's comic and fun in its own right, like Don Pasquale set in the Wild West instead of 19th century Rome, or a Gianni Schicchi set in 1950s Brooklyn instead of Renaissance Florence. When it comes to Donizetti's The Daughter of the Regiment, directors and designers throughout the world have had a field day with this opera. Because it's set in a military environment, designers have chosen various military conflicts throughout history in order to give it a more relevant take on the story, and in fact, to make it even sillier and more fun than it already is. There were certainly many productions that favored the original French setting, with the regiment and Marie, the so-called daughter of the regiment, wearing the uniforms of the day. Here are some images of Joan Sutherland and Luciano Pavarotti in the roles of Marie and Tonio wearing period costumes influenced by military wear during the Napoleonic Wars, the actual time of the setting of the opera. A recent Royal Opera House production with Nathalie Dessay and Juan Diego Flores has more the look of World War I, with soldiers dressed in dusty blue uniforms that look as if all of the European uniforms of the time, British, French, German, were merged together. They create a great background for Marie, who often wears something white, be it a t-shirt or a wedding gown. The production we're using here at San Diego Opera is yet another twist in a production from the Opera Theatre of Bologna in Italy. In this production, the soldiers wear a uniform that dates from the waning days of World War II, with everyone dressed as if they're cast in a 1940s Hollywood musical about the war. These olive drabs work perfectly with the story of the opera, highlighting its comic situations, especially the central conceit of a woman being raised from infancy by an entire regiment of soldiers. Of course, she'd dress like the rest of them. I'll see you at the opera.